In Nagaland, India, a man jumps off an excavator at the last second before it slides and falls off a cliff. The dramatic escape was a testament to the man's quick reflexes and survival instinct. He saved himself from being crushed to death as the heavy machinery slipped. The worker reacted quickly enough to jump out in time. It appears he fell with the machinery, but thankfully he was able to stand up shortly after. Onlookers watched in horror and relief as he emerged unscathed. On June 28, 2024, the roof of Delhi Airport Terminal 1 in India suddenly collapsed. Triggered by heavy rains in the Delhi NCR region, the collapse caused significant damage and struck several cars in the departure zone. Travelers were thrown into a state of panic as debris rained down. The international airport announced compensation of 20 lakh rupees for the family of the deceased and 3 lakh rupees for the injured. The tragic event occurred around 5 a.m. as torrential rain battered Delhi, causing a portion of the roof, including support beams, to collapse onto parked cars. The heavy rains led to flooded roads and severe traffic jams. Flights to and from Terminal 1 have been cancelled until further notice. Proper building and maintenance are crucial for safety. Airport authorities are now under scrutiny for their maintenance practices. On January 5, 2024, CCTV cameras in Thailand captured a terrifying incident. An elderly man was unloading bags from his car with his wife when, suddenly, a lorry rammed the vehicle from behind. The elderly man and his wife were unsuspecting of the impending danger as they went about their routine. The footage shows the driver gesturing to take another bag when his car was suddenly pushed forward by an out-of-control 10-wheel lorry. Just inches from being struck, he leapt backwards. The impact was so severe that it jolted the entire neighborhood. The culprit, who was not injured, had fallen asleep at the wheel. Residents have stated that the police will make the lorry driver cover the cost of the damaged vehicle. On May 16th in Tagbilaran, a police staff sergeant caught a man who had been recently released from prison. Although his name is not known, he has a Facebook page named Motocop, where he posts his patrols. The suspect ran because he didn't want to go back to prison. His escape attempt was both daring and reckless. The suspect performed numerous dangerous stunts before the police officer caught up with him, but he wasn't planning to stop. At one intersection, he almost collided with another biker, but managed to avoid it. To provide context, the police tried to pull over the motorbike driver for not wearing a helmet and possibly not having a license plate. The driver resisted stopping, leading to a chase. The chase was intense, weaving through traffic and narrow streets.
Chase.
At a turn, he intentionally crashed his motorcycle into the officer, causing the officer to fall. He immediately got up and ran but was arrested and probably jailed for his crimes. The officer's faster pace led to the suspect's capture.
Bisag ingato ko nimo pag-relax nga.
Mo break motor sir.
Kana mo nga na. Kapila na kana peso kan tinod. Kadagana.
Recorded on March 11, 2023, in Budapest, Hungary, this dashcam footage shows a clear day disrupted by dust blowing across the highway. It initially seemed like a stretch of around 10 to 20 meters, but when you reached it, visibility dropped drastically and lasted much longer. Drivers were caught off guard by the sudden change in visibility, leading to panic. The screen reveals that none of these cars had enough time to slow down, leading to about 40 cars colliding together. Most vehicles gradually slowed down to avoid being slammed into from behind. The aftermath was a chaotic scene of rammed vehicles and broken glass. In Monte, a DUI suspect was arrested after a tow truck slammed into more than a dozen vehicles last weekend. A witness captured part of the June 6th rampage on video, showing the tow truck ramming several parked cars in a strip mall parking lot as bystanders watched in horror. The chaos unfolded quickly, leaving everyone in shock. The video shows the first hit occurring over a block away. The driver missed several cars and then hit a car from behind, turning into the parking lot and continuing through the gate into more cars. After crashing into a cinder block wall, bystanders started throwing objects at the driver's side door and window, which shattered. Some entered the vehicle, leading to a struggle. The drunk driver was quickly confronted by witnesses and arrested by police. The scene was chaotic, with bystanders trying to prevent further damage.
No tow truck!
The suspect and two others were injured during the altercation. The driver, clearly intoxicated, couldn't walk without help. Police took him into custody on suspicion of DUI and felony hit and run. His identity was not immediately released. The damages were extensive, with numerous cars crashed, amounting to thousands of dollars. The aftermath left the parking lot looking like a war zone.
What the fuck are you doing?
On January 1st, 2024, this dashcam footage was recorded while a driver was heading back home. The video is likely from one of the few spots that felt Shindo 7 intensity, which is the scale Japan uses to measure earthquake intensity, probably within the Noto Peninsula. The quake's power was so immense that even power lines were collapsing. It seemed like houses were about to fall, but thankfully, most newly constructed houses in Japan are designed to withstand earthquakes. Loudspeakers were already broadcasting alerts for the earthquake. Depending on the distance from the epicenter, some parts of Japan can receive a few minutes warning before the quake hits. Residents were seen scrambling for cover, trying to protect themselves from the tremors. Emergency work is underway after a collapse at a construction site was caught on camera this week. The jaw-dropping video was posted on social media Thursday afternoon, showing cracks forming in a retention wall at a development near Foster Avenue and North Road. The video quickly went viral, shocking viewers.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. There she goes! Holy fuck! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Everybody off!
A section of the wall breaks off, tumbling several stories into an excavation site and releasing a torrent of soil. The incident also created a cavity in the adjacent soil, but there does not appear to have been any immediate infrastructure damage. Construction crews are now working around the clock to secure the site. At least 12 people were killed in a huge gas explosion in central China on Sunday, state media reported. The blast occurred around 6:30 a.m., local time in the Jiangwan district of Xi'an City in Hubei province. Authorities rescued 138 people, including 37 with serious injuries, according to state-run news outlet CCTV. The explosion shook the entire district, leaving destruction in its wake.
满目沧桑啊！ 这边儿玻璃全部震碎了。
The city's municipal office initially reported that many people were trapped after the explosion. Images on social media showed rescue workers in orange jumpsuits working through the wreckage of flattened houses. The cause of the explosion is under investigation, according to city officials. The community is now grappling with the aftermath of this devastating event.